I am currently recording this at 1:30 in the morning, and I'm doing so because of the fact that I cannot fall asleep. And this is a common problem that people have, so I'm going to talk about it. So the question is, if you know you're not going to get good sleep, should you still wake up early? And in my opinion, throughout years and years of self-improvement experience, years and years of putting snooze on the alarm when I probably shouldn't have, I think that you should, because of the fact that one of the most important things, because if you're looking at it just from a health perspective of, oh, if I don't sleep enough, then I'm gonna be tired and I'm not gonna perform well and I'm not gonna get as many gains and I'm gonna feel sick and it's gonna be a bad time. Sleep consistency is the most important thing when it comes to sleep. It's not really sleep duration. Obviously, if you're sleeping 3-4 hours, maybe sleep in an extra hour or two, but anything more than that is actually detrimental towards your actual progress when it comes towards your health from sleep. So what you actually want to do is if it is a case of you need to sleep in, you want to sleep about an hour later, 45 minutes later, half an hour later. Try and do as little as possible past your normal wake up time. So if you normally wake up at 5, for example, wake up at 5:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock, absolute latest, maybe like 6:15, 6:30 in some very rare, like weird instances, and be prepared not to feel as good as you could. But obviously you're clicking on this because you're not going to get the good sleep anyway. But the point is, you should still wake up. One, because sleep consistency is one of the most important things. But two, because if you're setting a dedicated time to wake up, if you're the type of person to watch these kind of like unfiltered videos like this, where you're just literally watching a guy who is in a blanket, it's friggin' cold, in a blanket, shaved head, you're probably the type of person who wants to be disciplined, wants to stay motivated in their self-improvement journey, wanting to be kind of just an a disciplined, dedicated individual is what I would say. And if you wake up, then yeah, you're going to be tired that one day. You're probably not going to work as well as you could. You're going to suffer a little bit because you weren't smart enough to go to sleep on time, or you just weren't able to. Like I'm not able to. Right now it's 1:30, like I said. I wake up at 5. I have, 4.5 hours of sleep? Or, yeah, something like that. Let's say that's the math. Or 3.5 hours of sleep. Yeah, 3.5 hours. Regardless of the circumstance, you set a time to where you said, I'm going to wake up at this time, do this thing. If you're someone like me who schedules out their entire day, if you miss a couple hours, it's going to throw everything off. For your workouts, just take a light day. Like if you didn't get proper sleep. For your work, don't do anything too crazy, because you know you're not going to be able to perform with as much output, and you're not going to be able to perform as well as you otherwise would have been. So just keep all of that in mind, but I really do think you should wake up at the same time just to maintain the skill of discipline when it comes to waking up, because it's really easy to fall in the habit for 1 or 2 days, and it kind of resets your system just enough to where it's difficult to wake up early again. If you wake up all of the time, it keeps maintaining your sleep consistency, and when you maintain your sleep consistency, it makes it easier to wake up at that time, and you're actually feeling more well rested, and your sleep efficiency is going up throughout that period, because your body knows when you should or shouldn't fall asleep. If it's kind of random and you get sleep when you can, a lot of people go by that approach, which is, in my opinion, and by the opinion of multiple sleep experts that I've listened to, is completely wrong and just false. Is that you just get sleep when you can, fall asleep when you're tired, wake up when you wake up. That's almost certainly incorrect in almost every instance. You want to have consistent bedtime and wake up time, because of the fact that your circadian rhythm works in such a way that when you sleep, your body goes through cycles of REM sleep and deep sleep and light sleep and all of these types of things, and it wakes you up periodically throughout the night for like 1 to 2 to 5 minute periods, I think. And your body gets super used to this very uniform system. If you look up any Brian Johnson video on sleep, he's going to say this exact same thing. He's one of the best sleepers in the world when it comes to just pure health stats and tracking his sleep. So the most important thing is the sleep consistency. And if you're constantly changing your bedtime from this time to this time, even though you went to bed at a different time, it's like if you have 2 dominoes, or you have 2 stacks of dominoes, 2 Jenga towers, let's say you have 2 Jenga towers, and you screw up one. Let's say you go to bed at a not so optimal time. Let's say you go to bed at 10 instead of 8, for example. Yes, that's going to ruin one of the towers because like you pulled a piece, tower collapse. So just bear with my example. I'm not very smart right now because my mind is complete mush because I haven't slept. Versus the other Jenga tower, which you haven't messed up yet. That's your wake up time. You got to keep that consistent. So why are you screwing with it? Don't pull random pieces. Don't try and like move things around to where you're able to wake up at a completely different time. Sleep consistently because that is the most important thing for your health. That's the most important thing for your discipline stat. And that's ultimately, as long as you're getting more than like 4 or 5, even like 5 hours of sleep, honestly, is obviously horrible for you. We know this in the science verbatim, like 100%. But the thing is, like every couple of weeks, every couple of months, when you're extra stressed out, when you're having like a rough time, it's not very uncommon. I really do think you kind of just need to suck up during those periods and just wake up. It's hard. It's not fun. The day's gonna suck. You're gonna have like this weird like urge to throw up randomly. But at the same time, it is very beneficial for you to still do that even though you made the original mistake of falling asleep at a not optimal time, like I'm doing. And that's the whole reason why I'm recording this, and I want to give you this amount of value. So that has been everything. My name is Brandon. Go down to my main channel if you think self-improvement is a cool thing. I post randomly here. That is everything. Peace.